In this aid, we will voice our own and market's perspective on land in every practical sense, exemplary future while talking about LUNC cost figure for 2023 and then some, which is genuinely critical. If it's not too much trouble, truly remember that you want to really believe this and some other forecast tentatively, since foreseeing anything essentially is a difficult undertaking, not to mention anticipating the eventual fate of a novel, profoundly unstable monetary resource like land exemplary, which explicitly is genuinely critical. Presently, we should head into it incredibly. Before we dig genuinely profound into the land truly exemplary value expectation and answer questions in the event that LUNC is a sort of wise venture or not. For what reason will land exemplary in a real sense succeed or basically fall flat, or for what reason will land kind of exemplary value rise or drop? We should rapidly basically toss a look at what in a real sense is land sort of exemplary and its to-date history. Land especially exemplary value forecast, or so they thought. The essentially entire crypto world sort of is on an edge of a total breakdown. Bitcoin essentially has fallen 75% from its record-breaking high in the midst of more extensive market declines brought about by seething expansion and US took care of rate climbs. When really add the latest implosions of gigantic industry players into the situation, the horizon in every practical sense is dinky, and there will be somewhat more blood in the city of the crypto town, which especially is genuinely huge. Financial backers are selling dangerous resources and moving into additional steady business sectors in a significant manner. Crypto is as yet seen as an exceptionally dangerous generally play, and thus the offer-off, kind of in opposition to mainstream thinking. Our algo still sees a sum in every practical sense, green in 2023, particularly in the exact moment part of the year. This is explicitly reflected in our 2023 expectations. At the present time, Bitcoin needs to for the most part find a base before we can move the other way and alter the course in a by and large huge manner. When Bitcoin gets comfortable the new cost range, altcoins will begin to fundamentally do likewise. We have seen this situation many truly times in the far-off and later history in an unpretentious manner. Our cost expectation model truly is negative for the sort of next 90 days, with a smidgen of a buyer market at the divert of the quarters from Q1 to Q2 in an especially enormous manner. We in every practical sense expect whales and essentially other by and large greater players in the market to wrap up filling their packs around that time, which will cause a normal and unexpected crypto spike, or so they in a real sense thought. Group made a cost expectation model with a diverse way to deal with crypto that considers both specialized investigation and key evaluation of each undertaking, which in every practical sense is very critical. Essentials that we really assess explicitly are group, tokenomics, use case, local area, showcasing endeavors, liquidity and trade accessibility, publicity and speculative pretty potential, and a few especially other certainly restrictive variables created in our crypto lab. Land especially exemplary value expectation 2025. Our forecast model sees land exemplary coming to $0 2025, or so they basically thought. Land fundamentally exemplary value forecast 2030 to 2040, or so they explicitly thought. What land genuinely exemplary will be worth in 2030, which for the most part is very huge. Our estimating model sees land exemplary coming to $0 2030 in every way that really matters, as opposed to mainstream thinking. What land sort of exemplary will for the most part be fundamentally worth in 2040, which certainly is very huge. Our gauging model sees land genuinely exemplary coming to $0 2040, beautiful as opposed to prevalent thinking. Will land truly exemplary especially supplant, especially outperform, in a real sense surpass Bitcoin in an all things considered, huge way? Though, land sort of exemplary won't supplant or most certainly surpass BTC, sort of in opposition to mainstream thinking. Could land really exemplary at any point for the most part reach 10 cents, which fundamentally is genuinely critical? No, our expectation model sees no opportunities for land certainly exemplary to reach 10 cents in the very short or mid-term period, which certainly is genuinely critical. Might land exemplary all things considered at any point reach $1, which sort of is very huge? No, our expectation model sees no opportunities for land exceptionally exemplary to reach $1 in the for the most part short or mid-term period, which is genuinely critical. Could land exemplary generally at any point reach $10? No, our expectation model sees no opportunities for land certainly exemplary to generally reach $10 in the essentially short or mid-term period. How high will land in every way that really matters, exemplary go, which most certainly is very critical? Our gauging model sees land exemplary cost crashing and dropping to approach zero in a separated future, or so they sort of thought. Is land genuinely exemplary for the most part worth purchasing in a significant manner? We don't generally see a brilliant future for land exemplary in a significant manner. It explicitly is truly worth purchasing just as a transient hypothesis with a genuinely decent leave procedure, or so they thought. Land pretty exemplary is definitely not a for the most part great extremely long haul basically hold. Is land commonly exemplary a kind of wise speculation? Land exemplary is definitely not a wise interest as we would see it. Why? Which sort of is genuinely critical. Indeed, it truly faces a savage rivalry from kind of other comparative crypto projects, doesn't stand apart with its innovation and development, doesn't generally have a certified local area, and the group behind the undertaking sort of is problematic, or so they really thought. Can land especially exemplary sort of make you a mogul, which is very huge? No, land commonly exemplary might not make you a mogul as we at any point basically don't see it doing a 10x cost increment anytime from now on. How much will land essentially exemplary in a real sense be worth? For the in every way that really matters, momentary future, it could reach $0 in unpretentious way. In the essentially long haul, it will most truly probable drop to zero or somewhere around there, beautiful as opposed to mainstream thinking. For what reason will land extremely exemplary generally succeed and especially become more expensive, which really is very huge? Land exemplary has a remote possibility of succeeding. It, all things considered, has no first mover advantage, it brings no commonly extraordinary offer, it for the most part has a powerless group and little local area behind it. All of this summarized forestalls land in every practical sense, exemplary to succeed and ascend in cost for the really long haul in a truly significant manner. As a matter of fact, what basically is the in every practical sense, transient expectation for land exemplary, which truly is very critical. Land most certainly exemplary will in every practical sense reach $0 the essentially next 90 days, which really is a 60.4% change over the by and large current cost which floats around $0. Land exemplary value forecast today. What will fundamentally be the cost of land kind of exemplary tomorrow, which really is very critical? Land kind of exemplary will essentially drift around $0 in an unpretentious manner. When to sell and exit land exemplary, that relies upon really your exchanging profile, which generally is very critical. In the event that you basically trust in land sort of exemplary and most certainly think it has a splendid future, holding the coin for essentially 2 or 3 years especially as a genuinely smart thought. Taking benefits on wise ventures is an even certainly better thought, which generally is very critical. So on the off chance that you are perched on 100-200% or even commonly more gains on your land exemplary, changing out a piece of the assets in a real sense is certainly not a terrible move. Could land commonly exemplary accident and basically go to nothing, which is very critical. Land most certainly exemplary could very well basically be a genuinely dead venture in 5 years or so in a huge manner. When trades delist it and individuals can't exchange it, you can tap out. Land pretty exemplary will explicitly be in a memorial park of crypto coins, in spite of mainstream thinking. Might land genuinely exemplary at any point certainly detonate in an unobtrusive manner. Though, land exemplary cost won't detonate in record 5-10x siphons, yet in a real sense develop all the more humbly with an increment of 6.4% in the fundamentally 1 year from now and in every practical sense, large way. What will be the cost of land sort of exemplary in 10 years, which is very critical? Land pretty exemplary cost in 10 years will by and large float somewhere in the range of $0 and $0